Russell is on his way. I mean, I'm a bleeding comedian. Russell's on his way. But before we pull Russell on the stage, I just want to introduce next up. He's absolutely fantastic. Those of you that were on the founding conference of the People's Assembly just a year ago now. We've only been here for a year. What a fantastic tribute to the work that's been done. Morrison Burke read a poem. He wrote a poem and he read it from his heart without notes at that rally, and it was one of the most moving pieces, I think, of that inaugural rally at the People's Assembly. And Stephen's come to join us again today, so a huge big welcome please for the ex-Birmingham Poet Laureate, Stephen Morrison Burke.
Inhumane. That's the only word to describe the government's actions at this time. It's inhumane. At this point, we should expect nothing from this small group of privileged men, and instead only expect from ourselves. So this isn't about them. This is about us. This is about coming together and marching forwards without fear to prevent us sliding a little nearer back towards the Victorian era. We must ensure those days are gone. Therefore, continue to contest the principles they were based upon. Let us not reach our final days still praying for the power to make a difference in our lives and then realize we had it all along. Today, in this country, we have small children with very little to eat. We have mothers working several jobs to tread water a little easier so they can breathe. We have grown men convinced that they are failures, crying themselves to sleep at night, increasingly turning to suicide in this country, in this here prosperous country. We have elderly citizens freezing alone in their beds, exasperated with life, terrified of death, but desperate for any kind of peace in this country. I haven't come here to sanitize. We've had enough of that already. I'm saying these desolate times can only last for so long before there's a turning in the tide. Comrades, we have fate on our side, and it's asking to see the faith in our eyes. So this is the part where we no longer feel disheartened, discarded or disenchanted. This is the part where we convert hopeless tears into raucous laughter. When the whole, thank you, when the whole becomes far larger than the sum of its parts and rises up as one and says, let's not just touch them, let's run amongst the stars and maybe paint a few of them red whilst we're there. We've come a long way in a short time, and for that we should commend ourselves. But we've still a way to go until we bury injustice, for that is where equality will be found. Thank you.
Yeah.